welcome to Stomar Enterprises' Okefenokee Swamp and Tapia Magazine. Hi, I'm Camilla Carr.
And I'm Pat Van Horn. Stomar Enterprises is in Crystal City, Virginia, and they're putting the finishing touches on the first full-length stop-motion film, I Go Pogo, based on the popular comic strip. Most of the characters in the film are made of clay. And in our first story tonight, we'll show you another filmmaker who plays with clay, Will Vinton. I Go Pogo. As you can see, this is not child's play. VM Magazine's Richard Hart catches up with Will Vinton in Portland, Oregon, another man who brings clay to life.
Gumby to the Pillsbury Doughboy to the creatures from Star Wars, inanimate objects have come to life for us thanks to animation. Move an object a little bit at a time and take a picture of each little movement. You put the pictures together and you have fluid motion. Do it with clay and you have this, Claymation, soft, cuddly little people with feet of clay. Behind this barber shop in an old house in Portland, Oregon, is the Claymation capital of the world. This is the studio of the Cecil B. DeMille of clay, the man who won an Academy Award for his work in claymation, Will Vinton.
In the past, clay animation has been thought of as being fun, funky, and used mostly for just kind of novelty. What we've tried to do is to use the medium for storytelling, for humor, satirical things, for mirroring reality and playing with that drama. Right, the whole gamut.
These scenes are from the claymated story of Rip Van Winkle, part of a feature film called The Little Prince and His Friends, and one of a dozen outstanding films in the last decade from these people. The most recent effort from Will and his partners is a claymation trailer promoting Bette Midler's new movie.
In these troubled times, what this country needs is someone who will say exactly what you're thinking. And not only that, do it to music.
There's a kind of suspension of reality that happens. It's trying to create clay as a new reality or something, where anything is possible.
Look easy? Before you set your modeling clay in front of your Super 8, you should know that it takes Will and 6 people, full-time, months and even years to finish one film. The precise lighting, the unbelievable detail, all of that starts with a lump of clay.
Clay's really neat stuff. It's basically the same plasticine that every preschooler uses, except we use hundreds of pounds even for a short film. We use our hands as our primary tools for smearing, kneading, smoothing. Most of our productions require more refined use of the clay for greater detail and realism. And for these things, we use sculpting tools common to most kinds of clay modeling.
One production can use 30 to 40 of these little beings who seem to take on personalities of their own. Each of them is assembled on a stable, flexible metal structure, a sort of a skeleton for the claymation creature.
We have all the usual filmmaking problems: lighting, sound, music scoring, direction of actors, editing. Then we have a few of our own that are unique to clay animation.
Are you hungry, Al?
Well, yeah, I could use a ham sandwich.
Nothing's going on.
of similarities between our process and live-action film production. Both are shot in real space with the characters moving around in front of the camera within sets. If a scene calls for mood and drama, then we can light the sets just about the same way that a live-action production crew would light a set.
Even the backgrounds and the sets are made of clay. And after all that clay is sculpted, the really tedious work begins. The entire soundtrack is created first and scripted, and the movements on the screen are synchronized to that script. Every inch of movement calculated before the film begins, right down to the last eye blink. But it's worth it. When the last frame is shot and the film rolls, and a little clay world comes to life.
The process of just working with the clay is something that's is really fun. I mean, it's very therapeutic, and as a matter of fact, and I have a big wad of clay up there at my desk, so that when I am doing business kinds of things, I can reach over and grab it and mold some things.
He starts to look like one of his creations after a while. Well, our visit to beautiful Portland must come to a happy ending, and we bid fond farewell to our friend Will Vinton and his little people.
Happy endings always make me cry.
Mark tells me from scene to scene, the characters have to be completely reconditioned. How long does that take?
It can take over a day to rework a character.
So how long did it take to shoot I Go Pogo?
We were in photography for more than a year, and in full production over 2 years.
Well, good luck. We look forward to the premiere. Camilla will be back with our PM Magazine departments, so stay with us.